Good morning, old boys. 1896 was a year packed with portent. Pebbles were dropped into the pond of posterity whose ripples have radiated outwards, shaping the path of humanity ever since. The Jameson raid. Röntgen brought us the X-ray. Global warming was floated for the first time as a concept. An ambitious young man opened the doors to a school in a dusty street in Pietermaritzburg. And of course, who could not be thinking right now of de Coubertin's first modern Olympics in Athens, that global event which seems to capture our imaginations. Robin Standing West, 1944, was the first Michael Olboy to become an Olympian, sailing for South Africa at the 1952 Helsinki Games. But it wasn't until last time round in Tokyo that Michael Olboys got amongst the medals, coming away with 1 gold and 1 silver, unfortunately both in Australian medal cabinets right now. So I'm going to encourage you to get behind our boys. There are 4 of us who will be participating in Paris in a few days' time. More on that on the Old Boys platforms. Look out for them, get behind them. I'm sure they'll appreciate your support. I can still remember the first time that I crossed paths with our first Olympic gold medalist. He was a 12-year-old boy. It was back in 2011. And I can remember the look in his eye when he told me then that he was going to compete in the Olympics, that he would one day become an Olympian. And I remember being struck at the time by the incredible power of purpose. On the idea of purpose, many of you will be aware that this week our school has launched our generational plan. What are things to be involved with? An organization that can look so far into our future and start planning for it. 2046, our school's 150th birthday, that's the target. And when I think of our generational plan, and I encourage you to read it and get behind that too, it makes me think of lines on the very first page of the very first chronicle ever. It goes something like this: what will boys 500 years hence think of their school when they read these lines? And I'm always struck by how far into our future those lines encourage us to look. So do take a look at that generational plan. I think you'll be moved by it. Old boys, get out your diaries, get out your pens. 7 June 2025 is the date we have agreed upon for Old Boys Day. The big match will be against our old rivals, Maritzburg College, here on Meadows. So the 6th of June will be the Gaudy dinners for the classes of 2015, 2010, 2005, so on and so forth. Durban Old Boys, looking forward to joining you at your annual dinner tomorrow night. And until we meet again in 2 weeks' time, go out there and find your purpose. You'll be amazed at the places it can take you. Until then, out from Balgowan.